Ahoy, ahoy. Welcome back to day 3, uno, dos, tres, of our Athenian democracy and Athenian voting in ancient Athens week of fun exploring. Emphasis on the word fun. More fun than anyone should legally be allowed, but we're somehow getting away with it. I'm back with my trusty trend-setting tan toga. I don't know if this is actually tan, but I'm just kind of rolling with it. It looks tan to me, but like no one's coming to me for fashion sense. Maybe they will now. Today we're going to be talking about forms of voting. So on Monday we talked about ancient Athens. They would put stones into urns to vote. That's how we knew Miss Sleeper was having a sandwich. Now we're thinking about like these paper ballots that we talked about last week that we fill out now. So like when we have like presidential elections, like 2020, we have a presidential election this fall, and so millions, hundreds of millions of Americans are going to go to the polls and fill out paper ballots and turn them in, and so that's just one kind of voting, though. Like the way we vote, without even thinking about it, that's just one kind of voting that we do. And so today we're going to be mostly talking about 3 kinds of voting. I have an interesting one for tomorrow, but I'm going to leave that as a cliffhanger. So don't scroll through and spoil it. We're going to have our fun today. We'll have our fun tomorrow as well. Today what we're looking at is, you're going to look more at these. I have a website for you guys to look at. This is, sorry, I'm going to move my computer out of the way. The first one we're going to look at is plurality majority voting. And what that means is the winner takes all. So that would be if we were having a conversation about what the best kind of chip was. And we voted at all, let's just say there's 30 people in the room. And 20 of them said, hey, it's Flamin' Hot Cheetos, no doubt about it. Those 20 votes would be like, all right, gotta be the best flavor of chip we have. Gotta be. It has to be. That's absolutely. The Vancico 7th grade is deciding Flamin' Hot Cheetos is the best kind of Cheeto. Is the best kind of chip. My apologies. That's winner take all. It's like in the 2016 election. President Donald Trump had the most electoral votes. So we're not going to get into that. That's more of a 8th grade topic that you'll get into later on the electoral college. He had the most electoral votes, and so he got the winner take all. He got it. He got all the votes, and he's our president. The other 2 that you may not be as familiar with, so we're just going to look at this middle one here, is proportional representation. So those are some math terms. Proportional representation is the idea, introduces the idea of groups. So just say we're going back to that chip debate. It could be that there's a Takis group, there's a Doritos group, and there's a Cheetos group. And between the 30 of us, there's 3 groups. Let's just say the Cheetos group wins 10 votes. That means they get a third of the decision on what the best kind of chip is. The Takis group wins 20%, and the Doritos group doesn't win any. So that means 2 of the 3 ultimate votes about what the best kind of chip would be Takis get 2 votes there, and then 1 vote goes to Cheetos. So that would be us saying 2/3 of the way, 2/3 of the time we'd be eating Takis, 1/3 of the time we'd be eating Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and we wouldn't be eating flaming Doritos of any kind. The last one is a little tricky, but I'm here to help you guys with it, you folks with it. It is, let me get my marker. Sorry, that's my ceiling fan. Semi-proportional representation. And what that means is, I'm going to go through it with you. People have a certain number of votes to cast however they want. So let's say between spicy nacho, Doritos, Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and purple Takis, I'm telling you, you got 2 votes. You can either vote for Flamin' Hot Cheetos and purple Takis, or whatever combination you want, or you could just decide, I'm gonna put 2 votes toward Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's my votes. I can do with them however I want. So again, plurality majority is winner take all. Whoever gets the most votes, they win. Proportional representation is you're voting for more of a group, and then that group decides who gets it. So like you're saying, I'm just going to vote for Doritos, and hopefully Doritos picks the right kind of Doritos. Semi-proportional representation would be people have a certain number of votes, and they can use those votes to vote for whoever they want. Whether it's 3 votes for Cheetos, 3 votes for purple Takis, or 2 votes for Doritos and 1 vote for purple Takis. All right. Again, I will be available. You're gonna have a website to look at. It's gonna go through this more in depth. You're also going to be asked to create a sketch note. So we talked about sketch notes last week, and I gave you an example of them. So this sketch note, this is one I kind of came up with for democracy. So it's really just a different way of creating notes instead of just writing words and definitions. So you have words. You also have quotes. You have pictures. So rule of the people by the people. It's a way of thinking about democracy. There's a ballot going into a ballot box. So that's part of it. I also have a quote here in the middle. It says, "You're super smart. You should tell them." The idea that we're pick people to speak for us. So you're going to be using that website and this video to create sketch notes on each of these 3 types. And then we're going to go into our surprise 4th one tomorrow. All right. Again, you can ask me any questions you want during my office hours, Tuesday and Thursdays, 1 to 3 p.m. All right. Have a good one.